In a decisive upgrade of its artillery forces, the U.S. Army's 25th Infantry Division stationed in Hawaii has started a major transition, moving from traditional howitzer units to the Advanced High-Mobility Artillery Rocket System, Himars. This marks a substantial shift toward greater precision, agility, and strike depth, key assets for operating in the vast, contested Indo-Pacific theater. Earlier this week, 3 Himars platforms arrived at Schofield Barracks on Oahu. They were flown in aboard massive C-5 Galaxy transport aircraft, landing at Pearl Harbor Hickam before delivery to the base. These are the first of 16 launchers that will eventually phase out the division's 14 existing howitzers, a mix of 8 105mm and 6 155mm guns. Manufactured by Lockheed Martin, the M142 Himars system places formidable firepower on a nimble 6-wheeled FMTV chassis. It carries either 6 guided rockets or 1 long-range ATACMS missile and is known for its rapid deployment and high mobility. It can be airlifted by C-130s and is capable of engaging targets from rugged or remote terrain, well beyond traditional artillery reach. The platform's design includes a fully rotatable launcher, up to 60 degrees elevation, and automated controls that enable even single-operator use. Propelled by a Caterpillar C7 engine coupled with a 7-speed Allison automatic transmission, it has a max speed of 85 km per hour and can cover 480 km on a single tank. The vehicle features armor protection, navigation aids, NBC, nuclear, biological, chemical, shielding, and state-of-the-art communications. The transformation also comes with a reduction in manpower. Compared to howitzer formations, Himars batteries require fewer personnel, 119 fewer, to be precise. To fill new roles, dozens of artillery soldiers volunteered to retrain from 13B Cannoneer to 13M Himars crew. Of these, 27 troops are currently enrolled in a condensed 3-week course run by the National Guard to learn the ins and outs of the system. Major General Marcus Evans, commanding officer of the 25th Infantry Division, highlighted Himars as a leap forward in both range and battlefield survivability. The enhanced standoff capability allows troops to launch precision attacks from afar while avoiding enemy sensors and counter-battery fire. Despite the modernization, Evans noted the Army is not abandoning traditional cannons entirely, retaining some for direct fire scenarios. Colonel Dan von Benken, overseeing artillery within the division, reiterated that Himars is meant to complement, not replace, conventional tube artillery. Both have advantages depending on mission requirements, terrain, and engagement range. Alongside the introduction of Himars, the division is investing in high-tech improvements across its force structure. The 125th Military Intelligence Battalion is being restructured into a multi-domain fires unit focused on fusing sensor data with strike execution. This change supports the Army's push to integrate intelligence, long-range fires, electronic warfare, and unmanned systems into one seamless operation. Drone use is also scaling up. The division is fielding a new generation of reconnaissance drones, ranging from small units with 2 to 3 km visibility to larger platforms capable of 40 km surveillance. These tools are vital for identifying threats and coordinating long-range precision strikes in dynamic environments. Training events to validate the revamped capabilities are planned throughout the year. Exercises will be conducted in central Oahu, the Big Island's Pohakuloa training ground, and, by early 2026, in the Philippines. These drills fall under the Joint Pacific Multinational Readiness Center, reflecting the Army's intent to refine real-world combat effectiveness in collaboration with regional partners. Private First Class Mikhail Meyer, one of the transitioning soldiers, shared his impression of firing the system, the rush of ignition, the flash of the rockets, and the distant echoes of their impact. For many troops, mastering Himars isn't just about technical skills, it's about adapting to the future of warfare. This overhaul is part of a larger strategic shift by the U.S. military. In light of intensifying geopolitical competition, particularly with China, Washington is reinforcing its ability to project power across the Pacific. Himars, with a strike range of up to 300 kilometers and unmatched mobility, is central to this effort. Its deployability from island to island makes it ideal for dispersed operations meant to avoid enemy targeting and complicate adversary planning. The broader modernization effort goes beyond firepower. By combining long-range precision systems, battlefield intelligence, electronic attacks, and drones, the Army is crafting an integrated network of capabilities. Exercises like RIMPAC ensure this force can also operate fluidly with allies and partners. Ultimately, the deployment of Himars in Hawaii signals more than a new weapon on the field, it embodies the U.S. Army's evolving doctrine of speed, precision, survivability, and multi-domain synergy, crafted to outpace emerging threats and maintain dominance in the Indo-Pacific arena.